I start the recording for YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to Satisfactory. It is time to continue on. I have put 2 additional hours into this. It didn't really change all too much. That's a lot of crafting pieces. Okay. Ow, you fucking whore. Do I need future phases? Yes, but I'll get to that in the future, Katie, when I have everything else set up. Also, once I get to future phases, I'll also have even more coal and even more steel production. So that'll be a lot faster and a lot easier in that case scenario. Also, by then, I'll have train setups going where I can transport all of my iron ore and my coal to a more concentrated facility specifically made for versatile frameworks. So, yeah, that's essentially where that plan comes into play. But as you can see, I have already put in the work here to not only have reinforced iron plates, kind of when I was building all of this stuff, it filled up pretty nicely. I think all that's left to fill up are the ones inside. Yeah, I think there's like 50 something left of the machines. But essentially there's that. Now as you can see, the reinforced iron plate, or not the reinforced, sorry, the iron plates themselves are already full. God damn, you are desperate today. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Iron plates are already ready to go, which is absolutely awesome. I think the rods, the only thing with the rods, I technically didn't put this out far enough. I should have made it technically literally 2 spaces forward and it would have been clean. But I'll be honest, this is going to get torn down eventually anyways, because obviously this is just for efficiency's sake of 480 iron ore per minute. Obviously, eventually we're going to get even more than that, so that's going to get even further increased, so this will eventually get torn down. But this little clipping, I'm okay with for now. But iron rods, already done and ready to go. And the only thing really being ready to be crafted here is really just a backlog of screws, because as you can see, all the screws are at a standstill because they're already done. But now all that's left is the backlog of screws. I believe there's 8. No, there's 16 constructors, so these get to 8,000 by that point, and then that'll be that'll basically be set there. But yeah, so that's obviously completely filled, and I already have them set up to have smart splitters so that when I need to send these upwards so that I can get them to manufacturing, like for, well, not for rotors, but like if I needed them for rotors, I would have sent these upwards for rotors, or computers. Computers are a thing that does need this. Actually, that's true. Computers would be so annoying. It'd be so annoying. Speaking of, I do actually have access to computers now because I have manufacturers. Yay! God damn, it's gonna be sucky. I could technically just set up a very quick manual layout for computers to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. But I kind of want to make a new blueprint for that for one specific reason, and that is because we now have something that wasn't available before, and that is vertical splitter. So you can really just take like a merger or a splitter, and instead of putting it on the ground and have to figure things out, you can put it on there. You can put it on the goddamn belt. So now it's actually way easier to make vertical buildings now than it was before, which is super goddamn nice. Ah, so goddamn nice. Oh, did Skirod ruin the number? Did he ruin the number and make it 16 instead? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Let's count this out. We got kitties 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, Skirod ruined it and made it 16. How absolutely fucking dare you, Skirod. God damn it, you son of a bitch. Also, I guess I should just... Whoops. Oops. I just saw a menu pop up and instantly vanished. What the fuck was that? Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb and say it wasn't anything bad, but I just saw a menu pop up for a brief moment. Gonna just move over to the side so you guys don't have to hear the excavator the entire goddamn time.
Hello there.
Hello there, Nam. As you bombard me with fluids, even though it's very appreciated, it's understandable that is my one and only purpose in life at all. Thank you for the hydrates to the 3 of you, Nam, Kitty, and Skira. And Kitty, congrats on being the first one to swallow a fork tonight. Ah, lovely as per usual. Is that a fucking piece? Oh, that was just like a clump of my hair. Right, I'm shedding even more as per usual. I don't know why I'm shedding so much nowadays. I think it's because I'm actually starting to brush my hair, which is not a good thing, because that means I actually care how I look, and that's not a good thing. Actually, then again, that's mostly just because of the fact that, I've been shedding a lot more lately, so I need to actually, comb my hair to get rid of that fucking shedding. It's getting everywhere. I think it's actually because I redid my wiring, my cable management. Because of my cable management, I'm now, like, way more aware of how much I'm shedding, so it's like, I should really not let that happen anymore. Alright, let's see what I got in me today. I don't know if it'll be too much, but it should be something. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me. Oh, jeez, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, my lower back is way more tense than I thought. Oh, shit. I mean, I think I know why my lower back is more tense than I realized, but at the same time, holy shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, goddamn. Well, thank you for the stretching, Kitty. Always a great stretch by you. Always. Okay, but obviously since now iron is all ready to go, so what I can do is I can make the copper production, get this ready to go. But what I could also do, I think I already picked up everything I need. Yeah, I already picked up everything I need for the monorail technology. I just think I need to build the motors. But what is the other thing I could do, but I would need to do anyways, is make the, make the build for modular frames, make the build for stators, and then motors. Yeah, so I have to do this anyways. God damn it. God damn it. Thank you. Alright, yeah, because for 250 motors, that's going to take a while, all things considered. Or, what I could do is I could just put all the materials I need into some constructor layouts and just let it go from there. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the stupid way, and I'm going to build the entire layout that I need. The first things first, you just start stretching this out because the copper is not actually properly aligned. Or at least not aligned to my iron production. My iron production obviously is the more heavy production, so that's needed. There was one big thing. Oh yeah, I don't have questions today because I literally didn't think of anything today. It's so weird to say that I don't think this weekend had anything going on despite being a holiday weekend. The only thing that I think even happened was literally just that Marathon got its marketing funds just completely sliced. So like I had nothing on my mind to think about for question of day today. Like all day today, all I was thinking on is that like, wow, today's just fucking boring, huh? There's nothing going on in the world today. Or anything at all. Because 9 times out of 10, obviously I use question of the day to kind of like fuel a little bit of the things that are going on. But like, there's nothing. Really nothing. I mean, are you gonna say it, Kitty, or are you just gonna leave us all in fucking agonizing temptation? Oh, I guess the only other piece of news that happened, which is not really like news that anybody else cares about except for me, is we finally got the fucking One Piece Season 2 live action release date. Kitty, I'm pretty sure establishes I don't deserve permission. Ever. Ever. Journey going through the game once is enough an experience. Oh, definitely another one of those games. It's kind of like a you only play once and never again game. Thanks too. First off, that's not a question, Kitty. That is a statement. That is a fucking essay. That is an essay query. Second off, that is way too fucking niche to consider a question of the day. Mostly because that completely and utterly ties. It is not a question. No, you are asking for thoughts. You are not posing a question. You are asking for thoughts. That is not posing a question. But also, again, that feels a little niche, honestly. Like, I know obviously we're in the Americas and my main demographic is the Americas, but it feels kind of meh to, like, make things that are die-hard American unless, like, there's a joke in there somewhere for a reason. Although I will fucking say that's wild. That is wild to think that people try using Memorial Day for other things that aren't Memorial Day. Then again, I guess, I don't know, I think the only reason you would even do something like that is because it is a day off, so it's like a day that you can preach about shit as long as it's kinda in line with the themes, I guess. I don't know. That's the problem, is like, obviously I don't try to ask questions that are way too niche or way too, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have nothing to say here. Like, I try asking questions that are more along the lines of, you have a thought here. Whether or not you realize it is entirely different to if you do or you don't. Jesus. I don't know what to do about those graphical glitches. Oh, that's also true. Also, 1.1 is coming to, the early access now, finally. So that's also good news, too. It's coming out on the 10th? Yeah, on the 10th of June, so anybody who's been waiting to play this game until it's got its official, non-glitchy, full release, it's finally coming. It's finally here. Oh wow, I really don't have that much wire. I didn't realize that. Yikes. I have... Oh, more accurate cable. That was cable, you dumb whore. I don't have that. Thank you. Thank you. Give me 2 stacks here. Okay, start tearing all this down. And thankfully these are blueprints, which is why I love them so fucking much. This is why blueprints are unironically the godsend of this game. Imagine having to tear all this down again manually. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. It's so fucking beautiful being able to just go. And it's gone. All gone. Love it. Love, 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 love. Okay, this I'll leave for the time being, just because it's kind of weird and funky. But also because I have to delete these anyways, too. I feel like that is so weird, though, that news and the world just in general right now is really quiet. I think it's mostly just because a lot of things are getting, like, ramped up. Like, I know there's a lot of stuff that are currently ramped up. Oh, I know what question today should have been. Well, no, not really, because I don't think too many people know about that. How do people know what's happening in fucking Texas right now? Over anime. And I say that specifically. I say that specifically. Do you know what's going on with anime and Texas? Exactly my point. Exactly my fucking point. Great. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. It sounds like a good question today in my head, and then I realized, no, actually, it's probably not, because probably no one realizes it's going on. Oh, wow. Almost perfect. Happy Tomboy Tuesday. You do realize the more you act tough, tough and manly on the outside, the more sweet and beautiful you are on the inside, and we love you for that. No! First off, I don't act tough or manly, I just act like a bitch. There's a complete and utter fucking difference. And second off, no. Bad. Bad simping. No. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, that's the question of the day. That's the question of the day. It's not gonna hit as hard, or not gonna matter, but, I might as well put it in just for sakes of it. This one actually is one. Okay. It's not gonna matter, but yeah. There you go, finally. You know when you would get a private pool? When the economy isn't complete and utter dog shit enough for you to own your own fucking house, Hero. That's when. That's the answer. Because it causes a reaction, ma'am. The answer is it causes a reaction. You're literally feeding him for doing it. Welcome to the internet, you fucking buffoon. Also, ma'am, I'll be sure to honest, I would have thought Florida would have done it first. I'll be honest, I would have thought Florida would have done it. See? Told you, ma'am. You're feeding him. That's all you need. That's all you fucking need. Why do you think I've literally just stopped humoring even answering him anymore with that shit? And at this point, it's not even like a joke anymore. It's just okay, you're doing that now. That's straight. It is, but it doesn't look straight. Weird. That doesn't feel straight, but still. I wouldn't call it pathetic or sad, man. It's just there. It just exists. To claim it's pathetic or sad means that they're trying, like, something actually extensive out of there, but they're not. They're just being scared. In whatever way they seem to please. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, actually, it's actually unironically gonna be even simpler than last time. Okay, so we're making 240? Yeah, we are. Okay, so that means with absolute ease. Oh, wait, these are not one clicks, right? No, because they're before that. Fuck, okay. These are sub one clicks. Damn it. Okay. Oh, was I already running off of 240? No way. There's no way I was already running off of 240. No fucking way. I absolutely would have thought I would not have been. Okay, apparently I was. Okay. Florida be the one to go and do something like this. Really, Texas goes to the heart on certain things due to extreme religious. Yeah, I know, but that's kind of the only reason I didn't expect Texas to be the one to do it is solely due to Austin. Austin being like a very heavy sway in the red. I would have full on thought they'd been like, oh wow, they have enough political power to like stand up to that. But listen, it happens, so it's happening. But the thing is, too,
Any self-respecting factory needs an elevator.
Very true, elevator. The thing is that, like, I don't disagree with with what the law is saying in Texas. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Texas has now apparently passed a law that bans any anime that sexualizes any underaged character, aka under 18. Now, do you agree with that? Almost for sure, obviously, because imagine trying to sexualize, like, a 17 or 16-year-old, which is unironically half of My Hero Academia. But that's the fucking problem. It's half of My Hero Academia in an indirect manner. Like, if you really think about it, like, go all the way back to the very beginning, where they had the festival or whatever, where the girls were cheering on everyone. I don't remember if it was Ida and Deku specifically. I think they were cheering both of them on specifically. But the girls were in cheerleading uniforms. And obviously, let's not even kid around here. You know exactly why they're in cheerleading uniforms. But at the same time, you kind of also have to recognize that cheerleading uniforms just are a part of school. Like, they are just a thing. And it's adults and other teenagers that heavily sexualize the fact that cheerleading uniforms are very tight and offer very little support for girls. And the skirts are very short, even though 9 times out of 10 they come with safety shorts. And the other 10% are on, like, Major League Football games where obviously the idea is to get men to really, really, really tune into that halftime show. So now you have to come up with a fucking argument or debate, more accurately, of does that mean that you can no longer watch My Hero Academia because of that scene? Comparison to, like, what's her name? Night Eye? Yeah, right? That's her name. Who literally is wearing a unitard shirt or unitard uniform that is so tight, they literally have her as the Scantalus hero. Like, that is literally her fucking name. Like, it's such a hard debate of, like, yeah, like, the thought and the heart is in the right place, but boy, the fucking problem with both anime and TV shows in general is just the idea that, like, they beautify kids, or at least underage adults, way too fucking much, to the point that it's like, alright, you made this law, how the fuck are you gonna enforce it, though? How in the fucking hell do you enforce this law? Because otherwise, you basically have to ban pretty much every single anime. A pretty good example being, Frieren, also on top of that. Frieren really doesn't have any fan service whatsoever to speak of in the show. The closest thing that comes to it is the clothes melting potion that Fern doubles back onto Frieren. Frieren, though, is a, like, over 1,000-year-old elf woman versus Fern. I think she's 17 in the show, I think, correct, if I remember correctly. But also, people hard, and I mean hard, lust after Fern because last time you get around, when the author made her very curvaceous, they knew what they were doing. I'm glad they didn't take it to the fan service route, but Fern being extremely curvaceous is like, yeah, you had to have the one character in there that was, like, very delicious to the eye, you know? So once again, it comes the argument of, is that a negative? Or is that just the character design? Like, okay, alright, 1600 times get 18 by the end of the first scene. Oh, wow, fucking really? 2 years have passed by that point? I'll be sure to honest, I thought it was only 1 year. That's why my mind instantly says 17. I thought it only been 1 year by the end of season 1. Oh, well, I'll be damned. But that still, for all intents and purposes, means that if anybody, and I didn't mean anybody, has any lustful thoughts after Fern until towards the end of season 1, then, guess what? That's underage, and that's on you. But Texas wants to look at that and say, no, that should not be allowed, because that shouldn't be happening. It's like, alright, but define that then. Define what you mean by that shouldn't be happening. And it's just like, ooh. I mean, Skiro, that's not at all how pools work. Just FYI, not in the slightest. That's all I'm gonna say on that subject, is that is not how that works. It's right here, dumb bitch. Okay. Go ahead and put my ingots here. I mean, unless he's wearing, like, what are those? They're not called banana hammocks, naturally. Oh, Speedo. They're wearing Speedos. Oh, wait. This is only, Mark 3. Because I guess is there another copper ore somewhere around here? Probably not, right? I feel like a no. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. Not even the mesh underneath unless you buy a few sizes too small? Wait. Mesh underneath? What? Swim trunks the mesh underneath. What? What mesh? I'm so confused. Swim trunks have mesh inside them? Wait, what? Are they not? Wait, really? They're not just shorts? Wait, what? Okay, I'll be honest, I thought that was kind of why, like, sometimes guys in, like, the summer, they just like to hang out in swim trunks, because I thought they just let it all just, you know, hang out. I thought that was why, like, you would see, like, in, like a movie, you would see, like, a dad hanging out in, like, just swim trunks during the summer, just to let it all just to let the dangly bits breathe. His interior mesh is shaped like a Speedo. Oh. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's not as I was gonna say, I feel like tiny whities because you just said yourself that they're not usually tight, but Speedos are meant to be tight. So it's more like meant to be just straight up underwear. So the mesh is straight up underwear. You guys have underwear in your trunk? Well, I guess. I mean, I just tell you all bikini bottom is just underwear, but not. But huh? Okay then. You know, no, yeah, no. I was gonna say that maybe that explains something, but no, it doesn't explain anything. I'm just being stupid. Mess loose underwear. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that your terminology of loose instantly denounces anything that fucking Skira is on about. And it fades into the stone. I'm okay with that. Speedos have less fabric? That's like saying a thong has fabric. So I agree with Kitty. So it's Mark 3. And then Mark 3. Oh, I need Smart Splitter, you dumb bitch. Go. And overflow goes to the right. And since this is going to be the copper sheets. Damn it, I need pipes. Ah, you know what, fuck it. Wait, what? Oh, the pipes are here! Fuck. Okay. Slap that on the ground. Even the pipes, specifically. Okay, now let's push it forward a little bit, just to give it space for a splitter if I need it. And then what are you spitting out? For 240, only spit out half? Is that true? Oh yeah, you do. You only spit out half. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's the sheets all taken care of. But also, still, Skirona, at the end of the day, that still comes down to, no. You still have to wear a swimsuit, or swim trunks, at the end of the day, regardless. Just because you're indoors in private does not exactly mean that you get to just, like, let it all hang out, as far as I understand. Especially given that 9 times out of 10, whether you're in a backyard pool or an indoor private pool, windows still exist. So all it takes is one moment where someone's looking inside, just glancing to see, jealous of your indoor pool, and they see everything. Yeah, like, unless you have literally 0 visibility inside, you have to wear something. Just for decency's sake. I get that it's your house. I get that you don't want to, constricted in that manner. But listen, society dictates that you gotta have something on, alright? Just like how a woman can't just walk around stark naked all goddamn times. There are windows in our homes. All it takes is that one creepy guy to decide that, hey, she looks fine as hell. Like, that's all it takes. Isn't it weird? Will this work? This will be a little bit funky. I mean, technically it works. That's the fucking disgusting bit. Technically it works. Okay, here's what I can do then in this case. I can do... one more back. And then I can delete this Mark III. Oh, but that gets fucked up here then too. Oh, right. I mean, it still works. It's just gonna look ugly as sin. Yeah. Right, but unlike there, that works though. Okay. I'm just gonna go with that, just for the sake of a little bit of cleanliness, even though it looks disgusting as shit. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but I prefer not doing clipping like that. I'm okay with it, like, clipping maybe, like, 1 or 2 spaces, but, like, not that deep into it. Once it gets 3 deep, now that's what we're talking about a little... Now we're talking about, like, literally hitting the other end of the womb, you know? Like, only certain people like it when it hurts that much. I make no other comments. Hi, Frosty! Welcome back. You bitch. What? I just said welcome back to Frosty. What? You want me to say welcome back to Frosty? That's just mean, kitty. That's just mean. Come on. Don't be mean to Frosty. Before that, then I don't really like clipping. I mean, I don't like clipping. I really don't like clipping that much. That's why you look at all this, and, like, this has, like, no clipping whatsoever, really. It's so pretty when it's not clipping. Mark splitter. Oh. Right there. And it's going to be Mark 4. Yep, that's so. Mark 4. But the any goes to the left, and then the overflow is forward, because that's where the cable goes. Come on. Thank you. Right there. What? I just answered your question! Okay, you can't upset me for answering your question, okay? I don't know what you want from me, alright? Well, I know what you want from me, I just can't give it to you because I'm not corporeal yet. Eventually, I'll give you what you want of me. I just said I don't like clipping, ma'am. I don't know what she's getting all hubbub about. I just don't like clipping. Simple as that. I can push up a little further, because then I can put the splitter right here instead. I would not be amazed if Kitty's about to send you a DM now. I said, oh yeah, I did say a lot more. I also said hi to fucking Frosty, but Kitty apparently didn't like that. Oh, right. I didn't actually fucking do this correctly because I was supposed to do a lot of powered stuff. Okay. I mean, I didn't say 3 more inches. That's not big enough for me. I mean, what? Yay! There we go. Copper's all ready to go. Frosty! Frosty joins my side! Okay, here's actually I can do this actually then. I can actually put A on the left and B on the right, and I can connect a power pole here. Okay. Alright. No, I am clarifying the things that I said, alright? I know what I said. And what I talked about was the fact that I don't like clippings and hide a Frosty King. Oh, I need plastic! That's right! That's why I had a spare plastic on me. I was like, why do I have so much plastic on me? I forgot about that when I booted it up yesterday. God damn it, that's why I have plastic on me. But I don't have any rubber, because protection is not fun. Well, actually, protection is fun, it just makes it feel worse. I prefer having no rubber on me, that way it's a lot more eventful. God, yeah, no, my lower back hurts a lot. Ever since that stretch. Oh, wow, Kitty, made me aware of how bad my lower back is right now. I'm pretty damn sure I know what it is from. I just didn't realize it was going to affect me that much. I confirm the light being destroyed down below? Down below? Alright, listen, I'm not going to fucking Australia anytime soon, alright? Shut the fuck up. Listen, if I wanted to fucking tangle with Kangaroo Jack, I mean, honestly, probably really a lot of fun, but still. I'm not joining the fucking, what's the stupid meme right now? The 100 humans versus 1 gorilla. I ain't joining that fight. I ain't going to the Outback just to join that fight. Thank you, Frosty. See, Frosty's on my side. Big note, my money is still on the humans on that argument. I just think that unironically, either 10 people are gonna die.
'Tis but a scratch.
20, fuck you. 20 are gonna get critically injured, and 30 will end up with minor to non-mortal wounds. 50 plus will die? I don't think so, Kate. The only reason why I don't think more than 10 will die is solely due to the numbers factor. If 3 guys can hang on to each of the arms, I feel like at that point is where you start getting into, like, minor injury territory. Well, not minor injury, but, like, a lot of more standard injury territory. The remaining will flee for life and the gorilla wins. Well, assuming this is a cage match, Kitty, there's no running away in this case scenario. Because if you say that, then in that case, the gorilla runs first. Now, let's not kid around. The gorilla runs first. If a gorilla sees an army of 100 humans coming their way, it's running first. Frosty, I'm not even gonna lie. When you mentioned Battlefront 2, I thought you were just mentioning it for the fucking giggles and shits for out of nowhere. I didn't realize Battlefront 2 is currently making a massive fucking resurgence right now. It's insane to me that Battlefront 2 right now is, like, literally getting a resurgence. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And first off, Andor happened. And second off, I didn't realize that, first off, the game is 8 fucking years old at this point. Oh, that's painful. But also, I don't think didn't think that they did 2 years of support. I genuinely thought they only did like a year of support, and then they just like dropped it off the fucking face of the earth. But 2 years of support? That's a lot of support for that game for how badly it started off. But also apparently they not finally, but like by the end of it, they made it so that like everything about Battlefront 2 was no longer based on loot box currency. Now it's just based on grind currency, which is pretty nice. Copper Productions, let's just go with that. Actually, let's put it in priority 4. That's a basic production value right there. There. Is that true, Nick? Really? Are all the devs from Battlefield gone right now? Really? That feels insane. The license to make more Battlefield game expired in 2023. Really? Oh! Huh. Heard none of them are coming back. That doesn't amaze me. That really doesn't amaze me. After the debacle of Battlefront 2, it doesn't amaze that nobody wants to go back to, what was it, EA? EA to fucking do that shit again? Unironically, they'd be coming back just to get shit on. Like, not even playfully. It'd be really depressing for them to come back for whatever reason. I know that, I think the lead developer, I think he did speak out and he did say that, like, he's open to the idea of going back. EA and DICE. Okay, I thought so. I was like, I know EA was the publisher, but they weren't the developers. I was like, I'm pretty sure about that. But I know that the lead dev of Battlefront 2 said that he wouldn't come out, or he wouldn't make Battlefront 3. What he would do was he would essentially gather the team up again and then just redo Battlefront 2 in a more cleaner manner from the very beginning. Because obviously, even now, the game to its core was meant with loot box and an endless fucking grind to retain player playtime versus what allegedly his plan was to make it a lot more player friendly. Where like there is still a grind to the game, but it's nowhere near like the extensive grind that it is now. Also, it wouldn't be like a power creeping grind, I think is what he said. I think it'd be more like just an unlocking grind. Like you'd have to grind your ass off to unlock Vader versus having to grind your ass off to deal 10% more damage to your blaster or something like that. Battlefront 2 remake. Battlefront 2 remastered. Battlefront 2, the remake of the remaster, redeveloped and remastered, the definitive edition, Vader edition. Nothing's an idea. Actually, no, it's literally just a dumb idea, Kitty. I would jokingly say it would definitely be a Sony idea, but no, that makes too much sense for Sony. That makes too much sense for Sony. Unironically, I'm trying to think. Sony with Bungie, Sony with Concord, Last of Us. I don't think Sony's got anything going for them anymore. The only thing they have going for them left is Insomniac Spider-Man, but Spider-Man 2, I don't want to say Spider-Man 2 was a letdown. It didn't live up to one-upping Spider-Man 1, you know? Spider-Man 1 was amazing. Miles Morales was a decent spin-off, but it wasn't really great. And then, Spider-Man 2 wasn't really all that fantastic. Sony's forced to lose their exclusives? It was funny? What do you mean they were forced to lose their exclusives? They weren't forced to do anything. The only one they were really forced to lose was the Call of Duty exclusive through Blizzard. Which even then, I mean, honestly, it's kind of depressing to say that Sony might have dodged a bullet with that one. Because now that Activision is no longer directly tied to Sony, they don't have to suffer the consequences of what Activision is doing to the Call of Duty franchise right now. They shared it with Steam, then Steam just went, guess what, I'm sharing my full library with Xbox. I don't think that was necessarily they lost their exclusivity, because number one, they already were, quote-unquote, losing their exclusivity with Steam to begin with. So they already weren't exclusive at that point. But also, on top of that, I wouldn't be amazed whatsoever if the reason why the whole Steam and Xbox thing isn't as simple is partially due to that exact reason. That there was probably like some contractual obligation that they weren't supposed to share it. But obviously, at the same time, let's not even kid around. Let's not even fucking kid around. Sony 100%, when news broke out that Xbox was gonna get Steam on the Xbox itself, they 100% like called up Steam and were just like, I'm sorry, you're doing what now? How much are you gonna pay us for this? Alright, fine, we'll accept the deal. Because that's not a joke. Steam has the power. At this point in time, it's all Steam. Steam has all the pull in the universe. You cannot stand up to Steam. If Steam decides something, you basically have to oblige to it. Like, that's basically it. That's basically it. I wouldn't even say Microsoft went around them, Kenny. I would just say that Microsoft didn't bother anymore. That's what I'm gonna keep saying, is that you're right that Sony keeps fighting a solo console war that doesn't exist anymore. But at the same time, that entails that Microsoft is doing this to spite Sony. They're not doing it to spite Sony. They're not. They're literally doing it because guess what? It's a good business move to put Steam on the fucking Xbox console. It just is good business at that point. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I can get staters working. But yeah, no, listen, I still don't really know why Sony still thinks that, like, it's worth a damn to be, like, trying to fight the exclusivity game. It's over. Exclusivity is dead in the fucking water. Like I said before, exclusivity is only good for indie devs that need that little boost in funding. If you don't need a boost in funding, you're fine. You don't need exclusivity. It's worthless at this point. Oh right, did I need something for turbo fuel? Sulfur, turbo fuel. I needed a hard drive and compacted coal. But how do I get compacted coal? Can I craft compacted coal? No, right? I need a constructor for that? Yes, I need a constructor for that. Or assembler, actually. I need an assembler. Where's the foundry? Why am I asking this? Compacted coal. It is assembler. Okay. So I can just chuck this real quick into my blueprint for compacted coal. Oops. I'm being really stupid right now. Okay. I for a second I thought the hard drive was in there, and I was like, what the fuck? Why does my recipe have a hard drive in there? Okay. If you had a remake of Battlefront 2, you want to soak in Captain Rex? I would not be amazed, Frosty, if they actually do a remake of Battlefront 2, if they actually start adding more fan-favorite characters. Because, I mean, again, at the end of the day, if they ever make a remake of Battlefront 2, then they'll actually have a lot more control over the stuff they could do there. Versus EA and DICE having to just meet a quota of the characters that they know will make them money. Even though, you know, Captain Rex and Ahsoka would have easily made them a fuck ton of money. I mean, then again, unironically, if Battlefront 2 was still getting support during the Ahsoka show, it absolutely would have gotten Ahsoka. They absolutely would have put her in. I'm just gonna put them side by side because we don't need them we don't need this that badly by any means. I was like, because it only takes 60-60, right? Actually, remember what I set this up for. 60-60, yeah. Oh, that's gross no matter what. Ew. there we go. Cool. It looks ugly as sin, but it works. Let me go get some coal and then some sulfur. I guess there's another thing I can do. I can grab more sulfur. Because I definitely only barely have enough sulfur to work with in the first place. It's 5 to 5. So I literally only have enough sulfur. I genuinely only barely have enough sulfur. I actually wonder, how does my power look like right now? Wow, even at maximum, I'm still not using my entire capacity. That's going to be fuel and coal. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess I can go collect some more sulfur in that case. I forget how good compacted coal is. I think it's actually really, 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 really good. It's just I need to obviously make it, you know, work in the first place. Need to set it up in the right locations. I guess I can also go get that hard drive then to get turbo fuel. And if nothing else, I need to make turbo fuel. That is easily the thing to make. Okay. Sulfur. Turbo fuel. Did I actually get the crash site tracking one? Quartz, right? Yeah, it's quartz. Oh god, that costs a lot of shit. Okay. I guess I can also go and search for moisture spheres too. Essentially speaking, all I'm doing now is I'm trying to like low-key stall for my versatile frameworks to finish up so I can kill that and possibly get to work on other things too. I love how as long as you hold down crouch, or consider crouch, in wall jumping. Also, you don't have your shell. What the heck happened to your shell?
Our blood could fill the effigy veins for a resident song. Scripture becomes harmony, becomes composition. Defile our temple, and the threads will sew the windows open.
Pattern analysis continuing. New instruction. Repeat pioneer exposure to alien artifacts. Brain damage compensation packages may be available on successful completion of a special claims form. Our expert Fix-It medical staff are impartial and always open to assess your claim.
Yeah, that's not great. Big business are impartial. Alright, let me grab this hard drive up here. Hi, bitch. Fight me! Fight me! Okay, I win. Okay, that's that one. I'm so happy we can destroy this stuff! Oh, it's so nice! Actually having a clear environment is so fucking good. Why did it take so long for us to be allowed to do this? I don't know, but I don't care. At least it happened. Okay. It's actually somewhat easy to solve. Welcome back from ads previous. That includes you, Frosty. Alright. Really quickly. Go ahead and grab that. Right there. Which then we have a pylon. That's you. Catch it down right there. And with that. Just like that. Apparently you can just do that. I didn't know that. You can just like exit out and it just instantly unlocks the thing. That would be nice to know 500 hours ago. As long as you hit the animation to start, if you close out and reopen it, it just doesn't. Listen, kitty, not everybody has 15 goddamn dollars to support my stupid ass. Still way more money than I'm worth. Absolutely insanity. 7 seconds, please, kitty. Please. Those 7 seconds are a fucking godsend. Alright? this is other stuff. I could get rocket fuel and I could get island
Turbo
fuel.
fuel unlocked. This upgrade to regular fuel is optimal
Tier
for fuel-powered
3
generators,
25?
jetpacks,
Oh
and
my
fulfilling
God,
long-distance
it doesn't
trucker
make it better.
fantasies.
That doesn't make it better. You're literally paying Netflix for me. I'm not fucking Netflix. I don't have softcore porn. Even though I'm pretty sure that's the kind of fantasies you have about me. Except they're not softcore, probably. Probably not at all. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go hunt down more Mercer Spears. I need to upgrade the upload speed. And that'll also give me better access to other stuff. Also need to find a silver sloop as well, so I can get the slug overclock so I can build the other stuff too. Okay, so theoretically I want this and these. Theoretically these are the ones that I want, which is gonna cost a lot of Mercer Spears, but still. Nice. Right, let's go on a little bit of a hunt while the versatile frameworks are all crafting. Should I have made the gun? Yeah, I'll make the rebar gun. Fuck it, actually, yeah. I probably should make the rebar gun. And I should make more Novelisks. Actually, I don't have anywhere near enough. I definitely make more Novelisks. Because God knows that they're going to be underneath some rocks and stuff, and I'm going to want to grab those too. Plus, this will give a chance for all the wire to get all set up. You know what? Because I just said that, actually, you know what? I should really set up the modular frames and the rotors. Yeah, I should set that up. Okay, so first off. Modular frames are not hard. They're really just reinforced iron plates and rods. However, the thing is how much they cost to make versus everything else. So currently, if I were to start setting this up, modular frames cost 3 reinforced iron plates. I'm making 10 for every 120, and every 120 is 120 rods, which at that point doesn't really matter, because even if I do 12 for 48, that's way more than enough, is the answer. So if I do 24, I do 36. $360. $384. I'm making 90. Holy fuck, I could make 3 of these. And it'd still be, technically speaking, balanced, like evenly crafting frames and rods. I make 3 of these at once. At least a very quick, rough mathematics say yes. So it's 120 each. I'm making 36. Should, theoretically, mathematically. That's crazy. That's how little rods I need. I would have thought I needed a lot more rods. Okay. Alright, so in this case, I guess I'll put it right beside here. Not that it fully matters, but I'll just put it right here. Yes, anyways, a lot of these early ones are going to get torn down eventually anyhow. Ah, shit. Okay, that's kind of sucky. Can I still make it work? Oh my god, I can. That's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I think I'm underestimating. my own numbers. Hang on. 12 to 48, 36. Oh, 36 is using almost all of them. So 48 would come out to be 100 something. So no, it would only be more like 2. Only more like 2 of these. Never mind. So actually, that's fine. Actually works out. Okay, cool. And then I just need a 2-stack little. One off of the edge. And each of you just need literally connections right there. Which that means that I'm making 96 worth of rods versus only 24 reinforced iron plates. So, Mark 1, Mark 2. Okay. It's here. Yep. Cool. Okay, better and better at reaching that. Or, estimating that. Should be good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Here. I need a smart splitter, fuck. Or AI limiter. I don't know if I'll automate AI limiters at all anytime soon. Just because, I mean, they're so unnecessary for a majority of things. Until you start getting into far later stuff. I don't know where AI limiter becomes a lot more useful, but I know there is, I think, two recipes where they become, I think there's space elevator parts actually on top of that, so it really does not become useful for a long ass time. Please, thank you. To the left. Line is right here. There we go. Switch here. Let's put the power right here. Which it'll connect to one of these guys. And then you guys will join together. That's the middle. Right there. I'm only making 16 by the minute, but 16 by the minute is still more than I craft by the minute, so that's already nice. Let's just do a standard container, because let's be honest, I'm not going to need that many modular frames at one time either. Okay, let's let everything travel through. God, you're going to travel so slowly, because that's unfortunately just how it's going to work. And this one, I just turned on the overflow. I forgot about that. Overflow to the left. Down to the right. There you go. There we go. Beautiful. See, there's always something to do. Always some new automation you can absolutely process on. Oh, right, can I pick some up? I forgot. I was like, where the fuck did I get these from? I was like, oh, yeah, I picked them up. Okay. Also, the reason why I really, really, really want to upgrade my, my input amounts for the dimensional decoder, specifically because of quick wire. I realized that I actually do use a lot more quick wire than I thought. A to B, in line. Ah, technically, that's a bad move. And there's a reason why. I mean, I'll rely on it for now, but that is actually a bad move, technically. Modular frames production. Remember? This is going to go down here, because that is a manufacturing line, or assembly line, technically. Okay, that's going to work on its own. And theoretically, even though it's going to use up both the same line of iron, they should theoretically not use any more than the iron that's actually functionally used. Meanwhile, the wire, they're still crafting on copper sheets, which eventually, again, will eventually fill up, but that'll be good when that goes up. So that's 480 wire, right? That's 240 to 480? Yeah, 240 to 480. So I'm getting 480 wire, which means stators. I'm functioning off of, I think, wire, because I believe, actually, I think I'm functioning off of steel pipes. I don't think I'm making more than that much steel piping. How much steel pipe am I making? I'm only making 240, so I'm making 160. I can make 2 of these. 2 stators versus 320, so that's obviously going to be a lot. But, then in that case, then I can lift you up by a lot. Okay, so literally, unironically, it is this line right here. So... nope. Right there. Nope. Right there. There you go. There is literally where the mark, or the opening is going to go. Please. Thank you.
Did you know elevators are considered very uplifting?
Can I just point out that it was someone's job? It was literally someone's job for like an entire weekend or an entire week, maybe even a fucking month.
Emotional damage!
Extreme emotional damage. To literally just make elevator puns. That was their whole fucking job. Was just to make elevator puns. Okay, so the only thing I'm thinking about doing here is turning this on for a little bit just so it can like start swallowing all the material and then just pocketing all of that. Oh yeah, it's gonna get pocketed anyways. Yeah, I should just do that. I should just let that happen. Yeah. Just let me go in here though and just not allow it to go out through the front. Just overflow, so kill that. And I'm thinking if this one, don't let it go out from the front. There's also overflow. Cool. Alright, now I connect it all back into power. And let you operate for a little bit. Just consume whatever copper and other stuff is in there. You're going to consume more copper than anything, so I'm hoping this whole lot of copper is going to get swallowed and eventually it's going to all go away. That's the hope and prayer. And then once I get rid of that line, and that line technically, I can also condense that down to stators instead, which will make that a lot easier. It also just occurred to me that technically I should be putting it on here instead. That's why I'm not going to do that, right? Because it's way too tight. You know, guys like it that way. There's such things as being too tight. Doesn't feel as good. Oh, I need way more. In case industrial beams. This thing alone is going to be like 120. Oh, speaking of Kitty hitting that emotional damage, I've been thinking about seeing if there's a possibility. I highly doubt it's really possible, to be straight up honest. I highly doubt it's possible, but I wonder if there's a way for me to do like a grab bag redeem. That's either like 30 or like, yeah, 30 points, I think, just for shits and giggles. And it literally just hits a randomized redeem. Completely and utterly right. Also, wow, you swallowed through that copper. Holy shit. Like, I thought I swallowed efficiently. God damn. Woo! Listen, If we're talking about swallowing here, I'm sure that mommy will make me do so. What is it? I got distracted by swallowing and other things. Shut up! Oh, in case no beeps. Thank you, Kitty. That unironically helped me. Alright, Steel's gonna get into header production again. Oh, it's gonna have to do stone. I mean, I'm gonna be upset by that for a while, but for now, because it's just a setup, I'm gonna have to suffer with it. I just realized I have to go all the way up on my own because I don't think I can click the elevator while I have this going, can I? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, right! I actually didn't even say the reason why I was playing Satisfactory again, despite the fact that I said I was going to find a ROM hack. There is a ROM hack that comes out on the 13th of next month, which is why I'm going to be playing, Satisfactory for at least another 2 weeks, and that is a lesser-known project that I didn't realize existed until, it came up in my YouTube feed, but, a project called, Pokemon Project Yggdrasil, which sounds absolutely amazing currently. It has a trailer out that apparently has been worked on for the past 4 goddamn years. 162, goddamn, I still undershot it. For the past 4 years. It has come out with 3 updates, and this is the final update, allegedly, according to them, where this is it. This is the end of the story. This is the final entry of that ROM hack, where they're finally going to wrap it all up, and it's going to be the end of a 4-year development cycle for that ROM hack. So I'm excited for it. I'm hoping to catch it very first thing when it comes out, so that I catch it before many of the bigger YouTubers find it, and other streamers, so that I can get a little bit of time with it before I get absolutely swallowed by the algorithm. So yeah, hopefully that's gonna be a lot of fun. Fingers crossed that things go out well. I'm really hoping it goes out. It's a really good one, because at the very least, it seems like it has enough backing to be continued going for 5 years, obviously. But also on top of that, all the comments that talk about how when they played like the first 3 parts of the game, they're all talking about how like they've been eagerly awaiting for this entry to finish up like plot lines and stuff like that. But I'm hopeful. I'm excited. So the 13th is when we're gonna start our next game, which is gonna be a ROM hack, being Project Yggdrasil. And it is Yggdrasil like the Norse tree Yggdrasil. So if you wanna search for yourself, go for it. I'm not gonna gatekeep it either. I'm a fucking nobody streamer. Okay, so with that we have. How's that going? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the stators over here to the left of the piping to take up the space right here in this little corner here. And then in this case, we're gonna go with the smart splitter. Oh, what the hell? The hell was that from? What the fuck? There's a smart splitter right here. The hell was that from? Huh. Weird. Okay. Put you over here. Dump all you over there. Box splitter right here. Oh, yeah, I'm making 160. Right, I am making 160. Okay. Okay, yeah, that means that I'll put the entire blueprint right there. Stators. Right there. Oh. And the other stators. Right there. Okay. Ooh, I just realized that technically is wrong. Okay, let me do this first then. Let's put this up first then. Two stack splitters. Let me blueprint. There. For the wire, that's gonna need something. For the wire, it's gonna need Mark 3 for both of them, and then steel just Mark 1 each, which is Mark 2 in wood. Right there. And the merger. And Mark 2. Oops. Okay. And right there. Huh, is Oracle. Yay! Beautiful. Okay, cool. That's working now. And in this case, I would drag over the wire over this way. Which means that I actually need to rotate you just a little bit. There. This line. Yes, this line. Hey girl, have you ever had an Australian kiss? It's like a French kiss, but down under. Oh, god damn it, Epic. I don't know if I should say fortunately or unfortunately, because the answer is yes, but also not as often as it should have happened, if that makes any sense. Long story short, I gave more than I received. Well, I guess in the oral sense, I suppose, but in other senses, I suppose it was a more fair trade. I don't like them intersecting, but eventually I'm going to delete these anyway, so I'm actually going to let these intersect for a little bit. It's going to look gross. It's going to look very gross. I'll let it happen for now. Okay. And kind of same thing with this one, with the steel production up here. Just like how I'm eventually going to move these steel productions anyways, I'm going to just power these right down. Okay. Two, three. Okay. And then we merge these together. I'm not making much at a minute. What am I making at a minute? 4 each. 5, 20, 40 by the minute. Wow, I'm making 40 staters by the minute? Holy shit, I don't know how to make that much. Is that actual? I am. Holy fuck. Okay. 40 staters by the minute? Actually, let's do it right now. There we go. Cool. Stators now automated. Hell yeah. That also means that the little bit of overflow that ends up happening goes over there, and that should process a lot of things here. You still have a good chunk behind, so that's also going to keep going in excess, which is going to be great. Are you operating any longer? $102, $103, $102. You might not be processing any longer. You might actually be done. It sounds like they're actually done. Also, I can almost turn off the modular frameworks too. The modular frameworks are almost done too. Also, yeah, it seems like these are actually done. And I can actually take them down. Also means that if I wanted to, I could set up the stators with the rotors. And even though they won't work for a little bit because of the whole complication of rotors with modular frames and now stators. Actually, I mean, I could just hand build them for a while. Even though it's going to cost me like a lot of time, I could just hand build them for a good chunk of time. It wouldn't hurt. I'm making 40 fucking stators a minute too. So, like, that really wouldn't hurt. All things considered. Hell, I'm pretty sure I can get these... yeah, I could just... I'm making 10 a minute. This only takes 3 more minutes, technically, to finish up all of this. Yeah, once that hits 90, I'll turn these off. And, hopefully, they'll be done. There you go. So much material now for me. Probably shouldn't do that while I'm full of shit. If nothing else, maybe I'll go grab some sulfur, come back, and put it in here for some compact sulfur. Just for the sake of it. Oh yeah, I also need to set up a dual awesome sink to dump some stuff too. I still need to do that. Because otherwise, I have full inventory on pretty much everything, which is not a good thing. I'm gonna put back some wires and cable. Cable, grab 1 stack. Wire, grab 1 stack. And then copper sheets, you're done. Or I can put in copper sheets there. And I could put copper sheets in there. Okay. Having less than 1 stack is fine. Stop highlighting. And remove stamp. Cool. Alright, so eventually it's going to start producing wire, which is eventually going to filter it back up a little bit. Oh, I have a little bit of alien material on me too. What else do I have on me? A lot of concrete I can't get rid of. Plates I can't get rid of. That's screws I can't get rid of. Right. I have a computer? Where did I get a computer from? Actually, genuine question. Where the fuck did I get the computer from? I don't even know. Oh! Speaking of stuff that I don't know, which is actually genuinely annoying. We're finally getting the goddamn balance patch tonight for fucking Monster Hunter. Both are getting the Street Fighter collab, which gets the Akuma skin, and by god, it looks so fucking weird and so awesome at the same time to be able to use emotes as a literal fucking moveset. Like half a goddamn weapon for some reason, but whatever. I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. But the hammer, not only is it getting an update, a lot of weapons are getting updates right now, by the way. That actually leads on to a whole nother thing. Actually, that should be question of the day. I'll see if I can put that in for tomorrow. Hell Oh yeah, fruit salad. You put that pineapple on a pizza. You fucking do that. Absolutely. Best fucking ingredient to put on a pizza. No questions, no debates. Literally the only answer. Camera's getting updated today. Apparently they adjusted damage value, so now we're a little bit higher. We can now dodge out of upswing, which is really fucking nice. That was something that I didn't really think about. But I think it'll work. I think it'll work. It sounds like it'll be very neat. It'll be very fun to work around with. Then there's also, I think, damage values on Elemental for 2 moves that I'm not too sure. I know one of them for sure. The other one I'm not positive on which one it is because of the naming of it. But, we'll see how it goes. Then there is, 2 more things. I forget what they were. Oh, apparently there was a glitch where if you sheathed your hammer too fast, you may actually not be able to do certain actions, which was, I never noticed that, but that's because I never had a reason to sheath in hammer, because now that we're so mobile with hammer, I actually have, like, very little to no reason to sheath hammer, which is so much fun and so good. Then there was also... Fuck, what was the other one? There's one other one I'm not thinking about. Oh, I think they just said that there's more fluidity coming out of charge movements or charge attacks or something like that. Again, don't know what the fuck that means because Capcom being Capcom, they don't want to tell us actual numbers or actual info. They'd rather keep us fucking in the dark than anything else. Assholes. But they also further said that, yes, you are going to get a follow-up attack on your offsets. Come Tunnel Update 2. Big sad, but still at the same time, more to look forward to. And on top of that, they also said that Hammer's still gonna get more tweaks and more bonuses come Title Update 2. One of them being apparently an addition, possibly. Not hard confirmed because of the way they said it, because Capcom being assholes about it. Possibly an additional offset attack. Which everyone almost unanimously agrees it's going to be charge level 2. Like, there's almost zero doubt in our mind it's going to be charge level 2. It's going to be our new offset attack. What? But yeah, so I am so fucking excited for Hammer. Although we don't have any actual news on when Tunnel Update 2 is going to be, though. That's the only thing. But we also do have hard confirmation that there are going to be 8-star level Apex monsters now, which means that Usduna, Raydao, New Udra, and Jindahad all now have a much stronger version of themselves. That will now be able to actually fuck us up pretty goddamn well, which is going to be super nice. Okay. And they also confirmed that we're going to get multiple, we don't know exactly what that means, but multiple monsters come update, or Title Update 2. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Essentially, a lot of good news. Oh, wait, that's uploads. Dumb bitch. I want Awesome Sync. I'm gonna push you right there. Just because I can. Push you there. Plates, rods, or quartz crystal, because at this point I don't need that quartz crystal. I'm actually gonna pick up a lot of this concrete, but I'm gonna store a lot of it too. Screws! And that's it. Cool. Bananas on pizza, though. I've never tried. I can't imagine that tastes that well, though. But I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of curious. If you want to know what kind of monstrosity I am, that should tell you everything. That I'm actually curious on the concept of banana on pizza. There is only really one worrisome thing that really, like, didn't hit me that well when it came to today's patch notes for the update that comes out tonight. And that is the fact that they said that we are going to guaranteed, confirmed, get layered weapons come Title Update 2. And now the reason why that worries me is because I was almost assured that we were going to get layered weapons in the Master Rank update. Why? Because what are we going to get in the Master Rank update then? What are we going to unlock? Master Rank used to hold layered armors. But now they just gave us layered armors right off the rip. Okay, layered weapons then, because they withheld layered weapons from us, right? Apparently not. Layered weapons are going to come in update 2. The only things that we can get in the Master Rank update or expansion is a house, aka our own place to decorate and actually put our endemic life. And that's it. I mean, I'm trying to think on, like, both World and Rise, the things that we had in Master Rank that we don't have right now that are available. We have technically an endgame weapon grind, even though Ardian is kind of very simple, very basic, and right now we can do a slight bit of RNG manipulation, which I'm okay with. I'm totally fine with that, but at the same time, Ardian is literally the meta, so I feel like it's a little bit too strong right now, so that's a whole other story. That's a whole fucking conversation. Rose coming on in with her grand return to claim my boobs for her own. I Rose in the middle of me satisfying myself, as well as chatting about Monster Hunter and my own quotes. How are you doing today, Rose? But yeah, no, I'm still trying to think so hard. Oh, it's still loading on Sheets, that's why, okay. I genuinely don't know what we're gonna get for Master Rank at this point. There's gotta be something. Something they're holding on to that they don't want to share, that they're holding on to Master Rank for. And I'm both worried and excited about it. Okay, well, with all of that set up and done. That didn't change your user? Wait, what? What happened? What do you mean you have to change your user? That's in your username or what? Confused. Why change your username? Got some steak hogs. Also, these guys should now be. Rose, I should just cut this off. Yeah, I shouldn't power them off. I should have just cut them off, you dumb bitch. Okay, so it's going that way. Kill that. And then kill that. Okay. And then let's power this back on. Let them craft a little bit more in the meantime. Boy, sounds like a thing. Short story. Not having a wall of text. Obviously, if you want to share the full story, it is entirely up to you. I don't want to force you by any means. I feel like I already know what's coming, though, just from my determinations. God damn! Yeah, that's a lot. That fills up really fucking fast. Like, really fast. Being able to craft 40 by the minute feels grossly fast for staters. Kitty claiming her spot back for the moment. Oh, Kitty, not in that moment. Oh. I wonder you cut ties with long ago to leak personal info in your chat. Oh my god. Hey, Rose, I don't want to mean this in an offensive way, but that is the reason why I will forever, number one, have zero affiliation to my IRL life and anything to do with any of my content, and number two, why I will always hide behind this voice mod. That is the exact reason why I forever, ever hide behind this voice mod. Yes, is it possible that you might recognize my voice out in the wild if you just hear me talk long enough? Yes. But unless you do so, and you kind of go like, oh yeah, I recognize that disgusting-ass, horrendous voice behind that AI modulation, and then you will never know. That's why you know. Yeah, no, yeah. That's all more reason. And also on top of that too, Rose, and this may sound a little bit on the really paranoid side of things, but it's also the reason why I literally just, my family has no idea any of my content. Any of it. They don't know any of my usernames, they don't know any of my fucking YouTube, they don't know my Twitch, they don't know nothing. My sister has attempted desperately to try and hunt me down and find me because she is convinced that she can. And I told her, nope, there's zero shot in hell you'll ever find me because I have linked none of my info at whatsoever to myself and anything like that. And I just refrain from doing anything of the sort. That's why also when I share any details about my life, it's always vague. It's always like very cryptic. Because I want nothing to do with anyone knowing about me for that exact reason. She found you because of your brother? Oh, that's pain. That's pain. Being, I don't want to say betrayed, but like, listen, that kind of was low-key a betrayal if you had already cut ties with your mother. To say that they let... I want to believe they only let it slip, but like, woo, that was... Woo! You basically have an adopted family now? Yep, that's why my mind instantly went to like, I don't want to say it was a betrayal, but at the same time, by the sounds of what little details I can pluck off of this story, boy, does it sound like there was zero intent to be found, and that was the desire. And yet, unfortunately, that was the result. Fuck, that sucks, Rose. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I can only imagine, Rose. Obviously, like I said, if you feel like sharing, go ahead. But obviously, at the same time, just remember that this is another stream. And that I do post this to YouTube. So for whatever goddamn reason, by the fate of the gods themselves, they see this random-ass clip from one of my streams. They can loosely follow you again. I'd rather just never have that ever happen again. Like, I want this to be a comfy space. I want this to be a safe space for people to vent, but not also be caught, you know, in that case scenario. But yes, I'm glad to hear that you have changed your username, so hopefully you can escape their feelers and escape detection yet again. That is the prayer and hope at this point, of course. Okay, so that the motors are crafting. Yeah, like I said, I think this is okay. I think what else I could do then, in this case, I could just lay down... Why don't I just do that? Why don't I just lay down a manual loaded one? So that in case I need these, I can just load them up and then just walk away. But these will make them way faster than I could. 40 by the minute is only 4 minutes of, or 6 minutes of crafting time. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do that. Let's just do that, so I just put down a manual placement. Just be done with it. None of your old friends and thorns will find you here? Oh, absolutely fucking not. No, absolutely not. It's just obviously, I don't want you to risk it. It's in the same vein as, like, I never expect any of my family to ever find my content, but I'd rather not risk it by, like, ever dropping any names or any, like, just, incriminating details by any means. You know? But also, Rose, thank you for admitting that I'm a complete and utter nobody and absolutely no one pays attention to any of my content. Thank you. Thank you for affirming that I'm literally worthless. It's the nicest thing you could ever say to me. Or I guess, done for me. There you go. No, I read between the lines. Don't worry, Rose. I understand. Splitters for storages. Oh, I need pipes. Fuck. Rose reclaiming my booba for themselves. I think Kitty finally has a well and true honest contender for my boobs. Listen, I know they're large, perky, and soft, and you can, like, literally sink between the cleavage so easily, but god damn it. Well, at least it affirms that they're my one and only redeeming factor. I have 2 boobs, listen, and they are more than big enough for kitties to sleep on,
It's nice of
alright?
you to come by. It can get pretty boring here.
Oh, don't worry, you know, my content is also boring as shit, so don't worry, I'm bringing the boring here. Because Turns taking a nap on each tip. I'm wondering if there's a way I can make like a little, like, immersive timer of some kind. So I would have thought, like, I still think I should get a timer of some kind for how long people can lay claim to my boobs. So, like, it's visible to everybody. It's like, hey, this is how much time is left if you want to, like, get close to the end of the timer. And just so, like, we can kind of, like, low-key measure. It is currently 5 minutes. Like, that is, unironically, Rose, that is currently the timer. But, the problem is that, I have no way of, like, actually indicating how long the time goes. Why do short girls have bigger boobs than taller girls? Because unironically, Skid Road, what we lose out on that, we get back in this. Literally, it's like when you accordion a human, you crunch them down. That body mass has to go somewhere, okay? It has to go somewhere. Just like the second law of thermodynamics, matter can neither be created or destroyed. So it has to go somewhere. Oh, don't worry, Rose. I used to have a friend that can also deny that. She is unironically shorter than me and flat as a board. She is I kid you not, she's an IRL lolly. She is 4'10", and she is an A cup. But at the same time, she looks like she's still 16 years old. Legitimately, anytime we go to the store together, there is a legitimate look of confusion towards her whenever she's, like, literally getting, like, anything. And they have to look at her being like, aren't you supposed to be in school or something? And, like, it is insane. It's insane. First law. Fuck. I couldn't remember if it was first or second. Which one's second? Second is the reaction and opposite reaction, right? Or is that third? Am I displacing the laws by one? Literally just by fucking one. Also, Rose, you have an inch on me. And while for guys, that means everything, for girls, that is literal hell. Because an inch of band size is literally the difference between being a D and double Ds. Or double Ds and E's. So I am correct that the reaction and opposite reaction is second force. Or second law. At least I got that one right. It sounds like. It sounds like I got that one right. Okay. No? Alright. Fuck me then. Fuck me and everything I stand for. I got really lucky, Rose. I got real lucky, and we were a short duo. They were 5'6". I was 5'4" at the time. Oh, there's a little gap right here. Ew. I don't know if I like that. And I gained only half an inch in all of my, well, not technically, yeah, half an inch to a full inch in my entire, high school life, throughout its entirety. I wasn't punched, you don't ward. This is what happens when I get distracted about boobs and about the fact that I'm a fucking short bitch. Yes, yeah, no, it's not, again, first off, again, sometimes that mass has to go somewhere, but, it's not,
emotional damage!
I don't want to say it's uncommon, but it's It's like the blue rare in a game. Newton's first law. God damn it. At this point now, just go with I'm wrong. Alright? The answer is I'm wrong. Did I see your question? I saw the question. You didn't say the answer. Epic, we are having like 4 different conversations. You can just say whatever you want to say. And I'll probably scream about whatever the fuck you're talking about in the moment. But yeah, no, unironically, Zero, there is a genuine fear that, like, no, don't be sorry, Epic, just be better. Duh. But there is a genuine fear in my mind that at some point in time, despite being, 5'5", barely, literally barely, that, first off, I don't think they're already proportions to my body to begin with. I literally think I have some bad proportions to begin with, mostly because I'm very top-heavy versus bottom-heavy in general. But given the fact that they don't stop growing, I am terrified that even though I won't be like a short stack level in that case instance, it'll still end up being not exactly unmanageable, but it'll just be like excessive. It'll literally be hentai levels of proportions. And it would annoy the ever-loving shit out of me. Have you ever kissed jobs? It's basically when a sexy woman kisses the D. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I mean, it's literally the halfway step between a blowjob, so I can see that. It's not much of a fetish. I feel like a lot of guys would love that. Is that really a fetish? The second law of thermodynamics states that heat does not spontaneously go from cold to hot, or really energy does not flow from cold to hot. Oh. Huh. Shut the fuck up, Nam. Listen, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if I want to say I'm at hentai levels, but like I would definitely not like deny that I'm encroaching that fucking point. I feel like it. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, I don't know, but it definitely feels like it. I feel like foreplay to a blowjob, the fact that it's actually is weird. I don't say it's weird, Kitty. It definitely doesn't feel like it warrants a name, you know? I'm with you where it sounds like that's just a normal thing, or at least like that just seems like a normal thing. But, I mean, guys, they fetishize and they think what they think, you know? Alright, rotors and data rooms. There you go. And then we just connect you to power. Yep. And then we just lock it together. Rose! That's not the right lurking status. Also, technically, you didn't. Actually, I don't know. Alright, do you actually pop in and out? You have to do shit? Big sad. Big sad. By the way, if you ever want to, like, swap from lurking to not lurking, it literally changes the name on your stream avatars. It's exclamation point, status, lurk, or active. And it literally changes the color of your stream avatars. That's how I know when people actually pay attention to my stuff. I mean, Epic, it's just because like Kitty said, it just feels like foreplay. It just feels like you're winding up to the act. It doesn't feel like it's its own thing, you know? It feels like part... Okay. It's gonna sound really bad to say that, but it feels like that's part of our job to get up to that point, you know? To get you going, we have to put in some work, alright? Like, you can't just jump right in and put it between the lips. You gotta actually, like, perform a little bit beforehand, you know? I did not expect today to go down this route of conversation. Yeah, mods frames at the ass. And eventually, obviously, they'll fill up proper. Yeah, motors. Alright, so let me start actually go hunting for some more immersive spheres. because we need a lot of them. I need to get that upload speed up, and I need a lot of things to work with. Or I can spend the last hour, and I can try and set up computers. I think let me travel with some Mercer Spears, see if I can find some nearby, and then I'll go for computers. Putting a name on attached importance other than foreplay, which is important in its own right, but no need to make certain actions within foreplay even more important. I don't know if I would agree with that last bit, Katie, of like, no need to like... I think the actions of and or within foreplay are important for obvious reasons, like to actually like be able to enunciate or like explain the kind of things that like we want done to us or done to others, essentially speaking. But at the same time, it is definitely just a moment where it's kind of like... Okay, I think the best way of saying it is like when you micromanage something that's going on. I think actually a really good way of putting this is like essentially this, for like a conveyor belt. Like if I give it a name for like a conveyor pole to a lift to a belt, that is me denoting all three of these in one separate line. Or I can just say I have my conveyor belt, which is the whole goddamn thing, bringing concrete to my product. Versus me saying, I have a conveyor into a lift, going through a hole, into another lift, into another belt, actually bringing me the process. It's like, it's going into more detail than is necessary. Is it nice to have the separate names so that I can tell you right off the bat, oh yeah, my conveyor lift is broken, or my hole is broken. Oh, I want someone to break my hole. It makes it a lot easier to like clarify, but it's not needed, you know? Like it's something that is not needed at all. Also, where the fuck is this Versus Sphere? Down here somewhere? Oh, it's right here. Oh, right. That's the other thing I was going to go for. More Nobelisks. Right. That was the other thing. I was going to get sulfur for more Nobelisks.
We watch the waves of the effigies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all the same. There is no resonance growth. Sing.
I just called the Fix-It doctors. They told me there is definitely no danger from repeat exposure to these signals.
Oh, really?
In fact, they said it is good for you. I apologize, but the call dropped suddenly, otherwise they would have told you themselves. The good news is you should run towards these strange and dangerous-looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
Oh, Ada, you sneaky, conniving AI. I commend your efforts, as I would do the same. Alright, I forgot I can also technically upgrade the SAM ore extraction. I think I'll save that for when I get trains though, because then I can compress them down a little further. Okay, let me just... Now, let's go find one more Mercer Sphere, and then I'll work on that. Hopefully this one's not under a rock somewhere, so I have to blow it up. Okay, so let's just do that then. Let me actually put a list down. Craft Nova lists for travel. Make computer production line with trains. Okay. Alright, give me one Mercer Sphere so I can do the rest of this by hand. That'll be the end of today. That way I can upload from my inventory. Ow! Hi, Slice! Good to see you. Ow, bitch. Alright, you know what?
Hello
Bad
there.
to see you. Fuck you.
General Kenobi!
Hello there, Slice. I don't know why I did that. I literally have a fucking ramp right here. Don't you fucking come on in here and call me that and say bye. Absolutely fucking not. No. I'll drag your ass fucking back and give you a fucking spanking. And no, that doesn't prove your point. Shut up. I know to, Slice. I'm not corporeal yet. You can't do that to me yet. Emphasis on yet. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, don't tell me it's in the fucking stone, too. You wretched. I grab it by any shot. I glitch it. Damn it, you. Ah! I'm out. Goodbye. I'm done. Nope. Not doing Street Fighter. Bye. Fuck you too. Where is it?
Lap at our shores.
When will you land?
Let me glitch it. Let me glitch it, damn it. No, they patched this, didn't they? Damn you, coffee stain. Alright, fine. I didn't say anything about beating you up. I was gonna spank you. If I was gonna beat you up, you're a dominatrix. That is unfortunately not in my programming. As much as I try for it to be. Because guys like it when the girl tries to be confident, then you fucking turn the tables on us. Assholes. Alright, let me go get fucking Novelist. I don't know why I did that. Again, I could have just gone that way. Also, power of fucking liquid biofuel. Let's go. I forget what I have up here for sulfur, I'll be honest. I don't remember if it was like just 2 miners or what the fuck I have. Actually. Ooh. Hi, hogs. Oh. Oh, it's right here. Thank you. Bye. Oh, geyser. Ah, nitrogen. Hey. Alright, let's go make the manual uploader. Also, hopefully the motors are done crafting too, so that I can also start making trains. And that way, when I can finish up today by just, I won't finish it, but I could try and make a transport for computers. Oh, you're not done yet! Jesus Christ. Wow, you still have a few to go. You still have 34 to go. Or 44 to go. God damn. Alright. Happy. Beautiful. Alrighty, so that in my inventory, I need 16 fucking computers, but this is gonna take a lot. A lot of handcrafting. Get this out of the way. Oops. Actually, maybe not as much as I think it is. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, maybe not. Oh, wait, I need a lot more plastic, because the plastic I have in my inventory right now is not gonna be enough. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. 41. Yeah. Okay, I need more plastic. Go figure. Plastic ahoy! God damn it! Fuck with the ladder. Beautiful. But at at the very least, a vast majority of my advanced crafting is already underway, which is very nice. And now all that stuff is going to stockpile very quickly, very rapidly. So we'll be able to craft a lot of the later game stuff a lot easier now. What happens when I get like way more efficient, I'm able to control a lot more where what is going where. And as always, just make a quick double check to make sure there are no yellows. Nope, not a single yellow anywhere. Beautiful. Okay. You know what I should do? I could just craft it while I'm here. Oh, right, I need the other stuff. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I need the circuit boards themselves. And then once I do it anyways, I have to go redeem the RAM anyways. Also 44, 45, no. 20 for the minute? Yeah, 20 by the minute, so... 2 minutes? Actually, maybe they're already done by now. Just need to come in to grab this shit. Eek. That was the one thing that I feel like we should also be able to do. Even though I understand kind of the reason why we can't do it. And I wish we could just like dump materials in Dimensional Depot. And also make it so that they're at zeros. Upon us closing the menu or opening the menu, they just don't show up at all. Because now forever quartz is going to be in there in my inventory technically. It's going to be very annoying to deal with. Almost. Alright, but the thing that I could also do once I finish these computers is also tear all that down. All that transportation down for the versatile frameworks. Because we're not going to work with versatile frameworks for a very long time. Well, I say very long time, but I think actually, yeah, probably towards the end of phase 4. All I have left is trains, signals. I don't really use signals like at all, but it's mostly just because I so far I've only really done dedicated trains because I don't like to fuck around with the possibility of them crashing into each other. Just personally, don't like the idea of it. And then Pipeline Mark II, which I will grab only for the pump. And then Blueprints Mark II, which would let me make the one-click blueprint cubes that I have yet to finish making. Obviously tonight I'm going to log on to Monster Hunter, both for the Akuma event, as well, or the Street Fighter 6 collab, as well as to test out the Hammer now to see how that's going, as well as, hopefully speaking, once, by the time tomorrow, hopefully by lunch, all the YouTubers that are like, literally is their fucking jobs to keep us updated on Monster Hunter news, hopefully they'll have a lot more data, a lot more info on what is actually, like, changed and updated, to see how major or how minor the changes are. Honestly, I think they claim that they adjusted the damage values of Hammer. I don't think they're going to be major. I don't expect them to be major because Hammer already is capable of outputting a decent amount of DPS comparison to other weapons. It's just the problem is that because the moveset is so underintuitive and it has that necessity to be like, you need to use Mighty Charge Slam, is where it was falling short. Because unless you literally were min-maxing your moveset, you weren't upkeeping with the same DPS as other weapons. Where other weapons, they can kind of just use whatever the fuck they want. Or fucking Longsword, for example, Crimson Slash 1 into Spirit Blade 1. A Crimson Slash 1 to Spirit Blade 1, literally that's all you have to do. Simplest combo in the fucking universe. Meanwhile, Hammer has to desperately try and get Mighty Charge Slam every single damn time to get any good damage out. And it just wasn't as efficient or effective as other means of other weaponry. So hopefully they change that up. So that'd be very good if that's the case. Yay. Alright.
Manual depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory.
Apparently silica still isn't in here, so actually that means that silica still isn't even crafting over on the other end.
The distinction between
Crazy.
matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within the window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
Oh, right, now it references that Ada actually already talks to it. I wonder what, like, the proper order would be to not have that happen. Also, wait a second. Did I already have motors on me? Or did they fuck up? Oh, they fucked up some of the organization. Oh, that kind of sucks. That's so weird that it treated it like that. I get that the logic isn't, like, perfect or anything like that, but it feels weird that the logic fucked up at all. Okay, but letting that upload just passively, just because I can. Let's go grab some sulfur while that's finishing up. And that way I can craft some nobelisks. And then we'll see about making a setup for computers. Because computers takes... Well, the problem is that computers take... Not hard drives. I forget what they're called, but the hard drive thing screws, plastic, and I think cable. I believe it costs all 4 of those. Do I have all that already done? For computers? No, I don't. I don't know. Okay. It makes sense that I don't, but I'm just curious. Pretty sure I have 2 miners on here because the idea was to get a Mark II miner up top here at some point. I mean, there's 3 and I planned for 3 Mark miners. There's 4. Why the fuck did I do 4? I mean, I'm glad that I have 4 up here, but like, why would I do 4? Yeah, it's in here, which is gross. Now, like I said, I should really get to work with that sampler over there, but I'll be fine for now. Just save my past self and move on. No! I'm gonna call myself a fucking idiot, because even when I get the Mark III miner, I'm gonna pick up one of those miners! Had I done 3, I would have said, okay, I'm future-proofing for Mark III, but no! I didn't. I'm just stupid, damn. Just fucking stupid. I'm like actually curious as to why in the fuck I did 4. Like actually though. No, it wasn't gonna work. I just realized, is there a way for me to make that more... No, it wouldn't work. My thought process was I would put a splitter up top here, and I would spit out directly from here and instantly connect these 2 together. Literally like that. And then from up top here, then I would split outward. Actually, that would work to a certain extent, but not entirely. But that was just that. My idea was just to make it so they can all line up evenly again. Which, yes, that would work to some extent, but not as much as I wish it would. Maybe it would? What's it? Fantasy Life 1, The Girl Who Sees Time? What the fuck is that? Fantasy Life 1, The Girl Who Steals Time. What is this game? This game before that was on the 3DS? Oh, interesting. I'm curious. I'm actually kind of curious. Okay, so say theoretically I do like that. It's 3 or 4. I can't remember. There's 3. Okay, so technically, yes, this would work. I would just need to find the ratio. Oh no, it would work. That would just spit out here, not spit out there. But the only reason why I really, really like it when it's like laid out like this is because it's even. Like, from the very moment that you start, it is always even. And while technically, yes, if I were to do like this, if I were to do like this, technically, yes, this would be even, so to speak, in essence of like, it will spit out here and it will spit out here, like say 60-60 each. But the problem is that this will reach there first versus this will take more travel time. And that's kind of the major reason why I like it looking like this. But then again, that also means that conveyor belts also be floating in the air, which also don't look that clean. Maybe I'll do that for some compact builds, but otherwise, I don't think so. I have... That's fine. This one's on the Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch. I'll look it up to see. Or I'll watch Ray's VOD to see what that's about. I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Nam. Where did my rotors go? Did I not put in enough rotors? Was that actually the fucking problem? Did I use up more rotors than I had? What the fuck? Maybe I made some smart splitters and I didn't realize it? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe that's what happened there. Hmm. Finish crafting the last of these motors. Get myself trains. I'm really trying to think. I think plastic is the only thing I need to transport in comparison to everything else. Really thinking about it. Oh yeah, no, it is just circuit boards, cable, and plastic. That's it. Oh, it's not even screws. Oh right, that's right. I forgot. I think it was in 1.0 that they got rid of fucking screw requirement. Right, I'm still used to 1.0 screw requirement. Not at all necessary anymore. God, I'm so happy about that.
Milestone
Now your
reached.
railway siding, which
Trains are
I
excellent
personally
for efficiently moving
don't care
vast
too much about, and
quantities
then
of
Pipeline Mark
parts.
II.
Train logistics can be made more precise and
Blueprint Mark
complex
II.
with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to
Great.
popular
Thank you,
demand,
Rita.
I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother...
Okay, get me some nobelisks, which require coal, which I have coal over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, I should automate this at this point, but I make so much black powder, like an excess amount of black powder. I'll probably get to the point where I have at least 100 Nobelisks, and then I can store some in my dimensional depot, and then I can have 50 on me at all times. Obviously, eventually in the future, I'll set it up so I can just do that automatically. That's gonna happen way faster than I think it is. Is a singular stack of sulfur enough for 100 Nobelisks? Is it basically 1-to-1? Oh my god, I think it is. Oh wow, for all intents and purposes, a Nobelisk is 1-to-1 coal and sulfur. Oh, wow. I could have sworn it was less efficient than that. Good to know. If I want to get all the Nobelisks that I need for a good chunk of travel, I just need 1 stack of each. Alright, with that being said, I remember how to make circuit board is plastic and quick wire, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, so I'm not crazy. Turbo fuel is compacted coal, right? And then rocket fuel is nitric acid. While ionic fuel is everything else. Oh. Yeah, compacted coal. It is fuel and compacted coal. Which, rocket fuel. Oh, won't show me the recipe yet. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, nice fuels, yeah. Okay. But technically, what I should do then in this case instance is actually go over here. I should see as to if there's any coal and sulfur around here at all. Which, I'll be honest, I don't think there is, thinking about it. I think that's why the blue hole all the way on the opposite side of the map is so good, because it has both sulfur and coal relatively close enough that you could make it work. And obviously now, knowing what I know about trains and blocks and stuff like that, I could make it so that they don't have to use up so much processing power. First off is coal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is rather far. Yep, so that's probably not gonna work too well. Obviously, I could just transport it over, but that is rather far. How about the sulfur? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oof! Oof! That is even further. So yeah, this is definitely not the place for compacted coal at all. So, my thought process then in this case instance is I make that a Mark II miner. I compact the coal. I might have to make it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to overclock it. I think I have to. Overclock it to 480 because the coal that I have is pure. Actually, overclock it to 240 because it's only going to be 120 on Mark II. Yeah. Overclock it to 240. Belt it to one of the other coal for compact coal. 240, 240.
which will equate to 6 of these setups, which is 240 to 240, right? It's just 240. Yeah, it's 1 to 1, so it just comes out to 240, which then for turbo fuel. Oh God. Actually, maybe I don't need that much. Because how much fuel am I making right now? Oops. No, I want to see the blueprint. My bad. I'm making 120, right? Yeah, so if I'm making 120, when it comes to turbo fuel... Ah, shit, that's sucky, because I have to detract that. Oh God. 88.5? Oh God, this is gonna get sucky. Oh my God. Is it 88.9? Is it actually 88.9? It's gonna be 88.9 repeating, isn't it? Oh, 88.89. That's what it is. Okay. It's so gross. This is so fucking gross. I don't remember this number being so ugly. I'll be honest. I really don't remember this number being so ugly. Yeah, I really don't remember this number being so fucking ugly. Okay, hang on. 88.89% turbo fuel reduction is equal to 20 fuel per minute or 16.667 fuel per turbo fuel per minute. I feel like this is too ugly. Because 120 divided by 22.5. 120 22.5. Yeah, it's 5 and a third. I could technically make that work. As 4 is 90. If I can get it in multiplicatives of 90, that'd work. And as multiplicative of 60. That wouldn't be bad. That would not be the worst thing in the world. Turbo fuel refineries, 90 fuel per minute, which is also 60 compacted coal per minute. And each of these fuel gens run off of 15, right? Actually, remember correctly, these things run off of something else that's also really fucking gross, but I adjusted them otherwise. The stream might end with me just adjusting for compacted coal. Because the other thing too is that the
20 by the minute. Oh, but then he also only burns 7.5 by the minute. Oh god, okay. Right, I would have to do that. I would have to do that math also for the generators themselves. They burn 20 by the minute, but in this case scenario, I would have 30 left over, so I would have to do 1.5. In that case. Fuel generator. 24 per minute. Or 7.5 turbo fuel per minute. Which means if I'm making turbo fuel, I'm making 18.75 by the minute. 18.75 by the minute. Multiplying that by 4.472. Oh, that comes out to 50. Oh no, that comes out to 3. Oh. 35. That's 10 full gens. Equals to 10 full generators. Turbo fuel generators. And 1.5 fuel generators. That might not be a god-awful setup. It'll be a little disgusting that I have to underclock one of them to 50%. But the rest of that is not bad, all things considered. I also have to give it a lot of time to like preload to set up, but I mean, even then, that's still not terrible. And that, unironically, because then at that point I have roughly 12 generators. That unironically almost doubles my power. And I can get even more in consideration if I also compact the coal. Compact all 240, put that into the coal generators, and if that actually is more efficient. I'm actually going to check that now. Just to see. Also, I've been back to the fucking oil refinery twice now, and I haven't picked up the plastic or the rubber that I need. I could end this stream with the last heavy monster frames too. I got rotors just hasn't gotten any building done because I've been using all reinforced iron plates. Like a ton. Hey, are you done? No, you're not done. Okay. Ah! You're going so slow. Oh, because it's Mark 1, you dumb bitch, that's why. Now it should actually fill up. Everything else should be Mark 2s. Yes. Then Mark 1 and Mark 1, yeah. Okay, cool. That explains a lot. It would have been done by now if it wasn't for that. Unironically, I'm pretty sure this would have been full if it wasn't for that. Alright, I'm gonna check my coal generators and see if they can say compacted coal. I'm 80% sure they can, I just don't know what the conversion is in comparison. Could I just build one and look it up? Yes. So I'm not gonna. Actually, can you actually look that up? Coal power generator. God damn it. Actually, you can. Oh, this, can't you? No, you can't. Oh, fix that. Oops. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to do here. I go from here. What power generator? No, you can't see anything. Okay. Would be cool if you could, but obviously not. That's fine. That is fine. Oh, the one thing that I just remembered after everything is I'm really glad actually, because obviously I had time over the weekend to re-listen to my VOD and everything like that. I'm really glad this new cable is actually working out a lot better. obviously at this point now it really is just about me getting my voice mod correct and actually modifying it so that now it has a lot less crackles and pops and stuff, but still. 7.143 a minute, huh? That is disgusting. What in the fuck do you mean? Okay. Alright, hang on. Oh, God. 7.143 times 4? Oh my God. That's 5? 6? Oh my God, this is gross. When do you get a solid number? At 7. Technically at 7 you get a solid number of 50. That is gross. That is a disgusting number. It's unironically though, like a 75% increase. Okay, so theoretically, let's say I do this for 240. If I'm losing 6, I need to get 180. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's already 7, yeah, so Jesus Christ. I'm trying to see if it ever lands on a properly clean number. I mean, obviously it won't, but I'm just curious. I mean, I guess it's gonna be 21, huh? Oh no, 25! It's gonna be 25 coal power gens. Holy fuck. That is going to be 5 5-to-1s and 5 5-to-1s. Holy shit. Oh my God, that is so gross. But at the same time, again, off of one fucking coal node, what I might just do, unironically, is just have it be 24 for the sake of my own sanity and just let it overflow a little bit. So have it be 24, send 60 over to turbo fuel, and let this overflow just a little bit. Let it back up eventually. Just for the sake of it. Jesus Christ. That feels ludicrous. That is my current idea. Which is insane to think about, that would literally mean that... Is it really though? I mean, yeah, 25, but... Oh, well, that's 15 to 7. Never mind, because petroleum coke is what I was looking at, but still. It would literally double this production, yeah, because I'm currently using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, God. 7's a lucky number. Shut the fuck up, Nam. It would literally triple my production. And that's just for one of these miners. That's not even considering the rest of them. Oh, no, it would only be a 75% increase because, that's right. I'm powering two of these batches. I'm powering 16, yeah, 16 to 24, yeah. Well, technically it's a 66% increase, but still, point being. God damn. Yeah, I would be able to literally power both of these and then put the remainder 8 over there. I'd be able to power all 3 of these with just compacted coal. Holy fuck. That's crazy. I mean, I think that's the route to go, honestly. As insane as that sounds, that might be the route to go, because that would be an unironic massive jump in my production scaling. And not only would that give me another 66% on this production line right here, but it would also literally double my fuel production in power as well. Compacting coal would literally, unironically, give me, give or take, 220% power. What am I looking at power-wise, like, right now? I'm barely hovering at half. The presumed maximum is every single machine being turned on. Which, obviously, is literally impossible because more than half of my machines are built in a load balance manner where it fills one before the other. So if I unironically double this number, I will only be ever using up about a quarter of my power at a time. If I just convert to compacted coal and set up turbo fuel with the train. That sounds disgusting. That genuinely sounds fucking disgusting. Holy fuck. The better part is, too, is that because I'll have a train at that point, that'll also mean... Oh, wait. Okay, so that's actually going to become a debate. Because then I can transport all the water to one location. Or I set up all the water around here. I transport the sulfur down here and just leave it at that. And I set up the coal gens higher up top, like literally up top here, using the Mark II pumps. That might be the route I'm going to go because that feels simpler. Literally just training down the sulfur down here and then instantly, like literally set up the station right the fuck here. Have the coal instantly go into an assembler together right here and then instantly shoot it upwards where there's gonna be a second floor up top here where that compacted coal ends up getting shot out to while having this train also deliver a small supply of compacted coal as an input right here, to which then the train delivers all the way to turbo fuel. That way it's all one train, it's all one line, and that train essentially is just for sulfur from that hilltop down here, and then it goes to turbo fuel, drops off the compacted coal, comes all the way back to the hilltop, does the loop all over again. And that's just for that. That is just the sulfur and compacted coal. That'll be colloquial named the powertrain. This is what happens when I actually access trains. This is what happens when I actually start thinking with trains. Now, the good news is, though, is that, unironically, I could technically cut off a lot of this for a good amount of time. Actually, would I even need to cut this off, really, like, at all? Kinda. I would kinda have to cut it off a little bit. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Here's how I would do it. No, actually. Yeah, I think I would do it that way, where I'd have to lift up all three of these these two generator lines are going to get lifted up, and then I'm going to make a second set, or another set right in between. So essentially, add 2 to this end, add 2 to that end, or more accurately 4. Or just make it all one giant ass fucking line in general. And go from there, because I need to set up the compacted coal line down here, and then I can use the Mark II pumps to shoot up water up there. Yeah, that's the idea. This is an insane idea. This is going to be a lot of fucking work. This is probably going to take all day tomorrow just to make that one setup. And that's not... I don't even think that's going to include the fucking, worry about that anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set the train first. The really disgusting bit is going to be somehow operating all this power while having to drain these fuel gens, and setting up the turbo gens, and setting up the compacted coal generators. So what I might have to do is set up the compacted coal generators first, have that become working, and then after that I set up the fuel generators themselves. Because then they'll have their own power to work with, and I don't have to worry about it shutting down on me. Because let's be honest, I think the fuel gens are definitely pulling most of the weight, I think? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. Generally can't have a murder of crows without probable cause. I hate you so much. God damn you, Epic. 250? I'm making 500. 1,500. Actually, no, so my coal power actually is the majority. But even then, saying that, that is my coal power is currently operating at 2,400. So yes, my coal power is the majority, but this might tip the scales. If I can get turbo fuel actually working, that might tip the scale. Okay, so let me write this down. So, compacted, set up 240 per minute compacted coal. Raise coal gens. Set. Oh shit. Okay. Let me not make the production line, the computer production line there for a while. Set 24 coal gens. Or C. Coal. Frame 60. Compacted. Actually, I'll just do that. Train 60 compacted, yeah. Yeah? Yeah, set up 240 compacted coal, raise coal gens, set 24 coal gens. Hopefully I understand this by tomorrow. Train 60 compacted. Fuel generator. To set this stuff up right here. Yeah. Oh, there you go. To fuel. Like that, okay. Yeah, so set up 240 compacted coal. Raise the coal gens. Set up. Okay, cool. Set up 24 coal gens for compacted coal. Train 60 compacted coal to fuel, which will go into 4 turbo refineries, which will use up 90 fuel per minute and 60 compacted coal per minute. So that's why I'm training too. Okay. And then that will equate to 10 turbo fuel generators. Can I type out turbo? I can. 10 turbo fuel generators and 1.5 fuel generators. That's the idea. Fuck me. This is probably gonna go wrong. I can almost instantly see this going. Oh, this is gonna be a hell of a project for tomorrow. This is easily going to be on par with the turbo fuel generator that I have set up on the other world that died to lag. Actually, what if I could boot up that world and see if it actually still dies to lag? Maybe we should do that for the end of the stream and see how that goes. Just for shits and giggles, just to see how that goes. And at this point, I didn't grab the fucking plastic or the rubbers again. You fucking dumb bitch. I know I don't like protection, but for fuck's sake. It feels better raw, but doesn't mean I don't need the rubber. God damn. That. I should go fresh stack as well. I'm actually gonna grab another one because I know I'm gonna need that for other stuff as well too. And then I'll set up the crafting for 50 modular frames, which will probably finish up tomorrow, if nothing else. Fuck. God, I laid out such a project for myself already. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. Also, it occurs to me that I'm going to be dropping off of this game for the Pokemon ROM literally as update 1.1 goes live on the full release and not experimental. So it'll get another Satisfactory can get another boost of attention again. Oh, there we go. It's finally starting to back up. The rotors are finally starting to craft on their own again. Yay! Alright, with the ads coming in. Okay. How to make 50 heavy modular frames. Cost me... Oh, there's the screws. There's the screws. I was like, I swear there's still one recipe somewhere down here that uses a hell of a lot of screws. There it is. Alright, now that you've caught up, now let me just take it all up again. Thank you. I'm gonna go get my pipe. I don't know why I use that ramp as much as I do. I think it's because I just enjoy the elevator so much. Also because, once again, I'm pretty damn sure it's just faster in general. Also, now that I realize that I don't have, those, modular frameworks anymore, I can just take that. I can take that back. And underclock these things again and save a little bit of power. It didn't cost me that much power, but they were costing power nonetheless. The idea of trains already is like opened up a universe to me. I can always use my roads. My roads literally just need rods. Oh my god. With that being said, let me
Receiving Fix-It Elevator announcement. Bring Your Turtle to Work Day has been cancelled indefinitely due to yesterday's incident. In other news, we're still searching for the missing Pomeranian.
I have so many questions. So many questions. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, so this is the road. And that's the ramp. Okay. Okay. We're making a nice, clean road again. Okay. Probably end off stream mid-crafting these modular frames. And this is also why... Fuck you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you interrupted me. Different story. This is why I actually have this, because then that means I can just do it by hand instead of having to set something up. It's nice and easy. Hush you. Listen, I do enjoy birds a lot, alright? As Gavin would say, I am a bird, so hush. Alrighty, craft 50 of these. I'm pretty sure that's all it's gonna take. I'm pretty sure with that, well, besides obviously Blueprint Mark 2, which again, I don't really need this yet. I could, this is supposed to be offline stuff of me making my one-click little blocks. And yeah. But these actually don't take that long. It's actually kind of crazy to me how fast it is to actually craft heavy modular frames. Like, ironically, we have like 30 seconds left in ads right now. I can almost guarantee you this will only take a minute and a half. At fucking best. So in 15 seconds we 05, so technically at 52 minutes of recording, this would be exactly as I said. So, yeah. You go through heavy modular frames real fucking fast. And I think this is the only one that I don't mind crafting by hand because you don't have to go through the steps of circuit boards. And computers also, I think, take 14 ticks compared to 9 ticks. It is genuinely crazy how fast you craft heavy modular frames comparison. Especially for how much material you have to use for 120 screws per heavy modular frame. 20 pipes, 5 fucking modular frames, and 5, I think the 5 encased industrial beams is the only one that's like cheap, quote unquote, but obviously that takes up a lot of beams and a lot of concrete. Like, it's expensive to make a heavy modular frame. Like, it's so fucking fast. Alright, I was slightly off. Seems like it's gonna be a solid 2 minutes to make 50 heavy modular frames. But still, only 2 fucking minutes to make this bitch. To make 50 of these guys. Like, unironically, look at my inventory. My inventory is so fucking empty now. It was full up to here. 2 minutes is all it took to waste that entire inventory. Crazy. Heavy modular frames just takes up so much. I forget, I think pipe 2 takes a modular frame, right?
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps
Yeah,
can now
it takes
be
a
upgraded
motor
to
or
Mark
2
II.
motors
They are
and a
like
heavy
Mark I,
modular
but
frame.
better.
So
Pipes seem
these
to be objects of
Mark 2
fascination to
pumps
humans.
cost a
In fact, there
lot,
are reported instances
but
of
they are
humans
so
doing
nice to
nothing but
have.
thinking about pipes for hours.
I guess I could just really rapidly unlock a bunch of these if I wanted to, for shits and giggles, when we come back tomorrow. Yeah, I could. God, so yeah, this is all that's left majorly. Like I said, I don't really use railway signals, so it's just right now, at least right the fuck now, I'm only going to be using 1 train, and that's to make compacted coal, and that's just to really absolutely skyrocket my fucking power. It's going to be good. It's going to be very good. But yeah, with that being said and done, chat, god damn. When it came to actual organization and stuff like that, I didn't get too much done today. Also, I just realized, why did I make these 1-clicks? Did I not set these up for 1-clicks? Did I not set up any of the copper for 1-click? Oh, right, so there's only 240s. Right, that's why. I think I could have done 240 for the wire, but everything else no, because everything else I didn't finish making until 1-clicks. But yeah, eventually, I will slowly but surely work over on my own time to make even more of these blueprints. Like I said, I'll probably keep this for another 2-ish weeks, both, unless Monster Hunter gets really interesting, which I'll be honest, I don't think Monster Hunter's gonna get. We're not gonna get our title update until I want to say late June. Pokemon Egg Show comes out on the 13th, so that's my plan to jump onto there. And we're gonna get the balance update today. If nothing else, maybe I'll do a Saturday for free, or just for fun. Maybe I'll invite Fiji to play some games with me, because he has been asking if he wants to collab a little bit on Monster Hunter, which is crazy considering he wants to collab with my dumbass, but whatever. Listen, I know he wants access to my titties. Everyone wants access to my titties. Oh, wow, look at that. My fucking internet's dying. Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. Oh, God. My internet is literally dying right now. Okay. All right. Hey, hang on. Let me answer this in chat. How bad is the lag right now? Where's my thing? Where's my emote? There we go. How bad is the lag right now? My internet's back? The moment I send that message, the internet's back? Are you for fucking real? The instant that I sent that message, the internet just went, no, I'm good. Fucking what? Oh, internet, you're weird. Internet is so fucking weird. Oh my god. But with that being said and done, chat, soon as I sent that, internet decided. Okay, there you go. Actually, yes. I don't know what you mean by actually, yes. All I know is that for whatever fucking reason, the moment I sent that message is the moment that my internet just went, nope, I'm good. With that being said and done, though, chat, thank y'all so god out for watching. Obviously, sorry about that little blip at the very end. And I'm sorry that I sounded very nerdy as I started crafting that right side screen plan now. That is going to be tomorrow's plan. Because, yeah, this is what Satisfactory is to me. It is manufacturing all this insane setup and then deciding, you know what, let's make it even bigger. Because that's what Satisfactory is all the fuck about. With that being said and done, don't chat. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, and subscribe on YouTube. Visit me on YouTube as per goddamn usual. With that being said, I love every single last one of you. I'm so glad that my mic audio quality is finally a little on the better side, and I'm very sorry that my voice just sucks complete and utter ass. But I love every single last one of you. I'll see you tomorrow for some more goddamn Satisfactory. We're gonna start this fucking mega power project. Which is funny because it's really not going to be that mega by the end of everything. But we'll see how that all turns out. Until then, y'all. Bye.